Welcome to Time to Shine Today, episode 20. Let's fire up your inspiration. This is Scott Ferguson. Let's level up. Hey, Time to Shine squad and Fergie fanatics. I'm coming to you today. It's just been kind of a really surreal, weird weekend with passing of arguably one of the top five, maybe even top three best basketball players of all time, Kobe Bryant and his little daughter Gianna, and I guess there was seven other passengers, or maybe even more than that, on board, with obviously the pilots and the coach, minor league baseball coach Altabelli was on there as well. Just sad. And today was really supposed to be kind of a fired up day with the start of Super Bowl weekend, kind of, Super Bowl week. And I was like looking at, obviously the title of this podcast is Let's Fire Up Your Inspiration. And it's so crazy that I do my show notes like a week in advance for every show. And Kobe Bryant's name was going to be mentioned in this because I always just loved his quote unquote Mamba mentality. He was a straight killer on the court. I'm a person that just loves competition, whether it's with myself or, fun competition with others. And it was just, it just kind of hit home. It's really weird when it comes to showing the life that the guy lived and like how much he gave back. I mean, this is a guy that, was raised into basketball, one of the first players to really come out of high school directly into the league, make an impact, win 5 titles, retire, and then win an Oscar, an Academy Award. I mean, his books that he wrote for kids it's inspiring. Again, it's all about the inspiration. The guy was all about inspiring people, which is just fantastic. Not only him, I mean, I just don't want to make this all about Kobe because everybody in the outlets, news outlets, and media and stuff is making stuff about Kobe, but I want to kind of stick to firing up our inspiration and being inspired on a daily basis. What you're inspired about has really got to be real to you, meaning something you are so passionate about. And again, I go back to what you're passionate about really has got to be helping others. A go-giver mentality, something that you're paying forward for others to take with them. And people like Kobe, people like Thomas Edison, obviously with the light bulb, and giving us electricity, well, him and Tesla as well. Jonas Salk, gentleman, helped cure polio. And that if polio was still going around now, it would just be another plague. Bill Gates with Microsoft, Steve Jobs with Apple, they were all inspiring people. But they just didn't wake up every day without a mission. They woke up every day wanting to progress forward, to help people, to be fired up and inspiring to people. That's just what I aspire to every day, is to wake up and help others and be an inspiration to them. I've talked about putting a smile on somebody's face every day. I talk about volunteering my time. And I'm not saying this to say, oh, look, Fergie volunteers his time to people. No, I'm just saying that it's what I don't really even talk about it. I've been really coached to even talk about it. I don't like to talk about the things that I do. I just love to do them, and I'm inspired to do them. I love inspiring people. So you really want to take a step back today in retroflection, whether you're a fan of Kobe's or any of the other people that I mentioned or not, and look yourself in the mirror and ask that guy or gal, are you inspiring people? Are you fired up? Are you inspired? And if not, find out why. Because if you don't live inspired, you're going to look back at your life and you're going to have bad memories. And that's the last thing you want to do. You don't want to look back on your deathbed or whatever that cliche is and say, man, I wish I would have did this, wish I would have did that. Just do it now. Inspire somebody. And if it starts with inspiring that guy in the mirror, that's great. But then move into inspiring others. The President Woodrow Wilson, here's a quote from him. You are not here to merely make a living. You are here in order to enable the world to live more amply, with greater vision, with a finer spirit of hope and achievement. You are here to enrich the world, and you impoverish yourself if you forget that errand. Again, that's Woodrow Wilson. Think about that. You are here to enrich the world. That's what we're here to do. If not, we're just existing. We're not living. Get busy living. Have some fun. Inspire people. If you're having a problem doing that, and that guy in the mirror just is not feeling inspired, dig deep. Find out why. And then give yourself exercises like read a really good book. Hate to use the word self-help, but read a good book. I put some down in the show notes with Robin Sharma. I also gave you Tony Robbins down there and Awaken the Giant Within. Fantastic book to fire up your inspiration. And then also there's a book down there, National Geographic's 360 Days of Inspiration. Use those books. Go to an event. Attend an event that you wouldn't before. Pick up a step from somebody. Listen. Learn. Get inspired by somebody. Then take that inspiration and inspire someone else. And again, if it starts with a person in the mirror, inspire that person. Because that will go leaps and bounds forward for you to level up your life. All right. That's just my knowledge nugget today. Let's fire up your inspiration. Let's have that Mamba mentality. Let's go out. Let's help people. Let's be a go-giver. Let's give more than what we get in return. Because if you continue to do that, you're going to get so much that you're going to be blown away. If you need some help with inspiration, reach out to me directly at sf@timetoshinetoday.com. Just email me there, and I'll give you some inspiration. Okay? Go to our Facebook group at Time to Shine Today. Say you're feeling a little bit low, a little bit uninspired. We'll be happy to help you out with that. Okay? So let's fire up. Let's level up our health. Let's level up our wealth, because it's your time to shine. Until next time, have a great day. Hey, thanks so much for listening to this episode of Time to Shine Today. If you like this episode, please subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or wherever you get your podcasts. There's a link in the show notes to our website. Also there, you will see our recommended resources. We hope you will help support our show by supporting them. If you like what you've been listening to, it'd be great if you could just give us a 5-star rating and tell your friends how to subscribe while you're at it. I'm your host, Scott Ferguson, and until next time, level up. It's your time to shine.